国家加强海上合作，发展好海洋合作伙伴关系，共同建设21世纪海上丝绸之路。共建“一带一路”倡议源于中国，但机会和成果属于世界。“一带一路”是大家携手前进的阳光大道，不是某一方的私家小路。共建“一带一路”追求的是发展，崇尚的是共赢，传递的是希望。我们坚信，一个更加开放的中国，将同世界形成更加良性的互动，带来更加进步和繁荣的中国和世界。
后台你们那个所有主宾都已经上线，都看到了吧？我们那个抓取一下私人机位好吗？我们试一下抓取一下私人机位。
又感到困惑，
就是右屏的四格。
我们怎么办？
看一下哈，这样我们按照那个流程来。首先是斯里兰卡马辛达发言的时候，马辛达发言的4人，马辛达右边4人窗口。
我们可以用创新的合作模式，
后台能听见吗？
丝绸之路经济带。中国愿同东盟国家加强海上合作，发展好海洋合作伙伴关系，共同建设21世纪海上丝绸之路。
我们现在试一下那个右边的4人镜头的抓取，好吧？从那个马辛达开始。斯里兰卡哈，那穆沙希德没开镜头是吧？好，行，那我们试一下查，现在就是马辛达。行，现在是马辛达的那个，哎，不对啊，马辛达不对啊。换过马辛达的那个4人窗口看一看。不是，马辛达窗右屏应该是魏家祥和杜山斯德呀。魏家祥
共建“一带一路”倡议源于中国，但机会和
那个江泽同传这边请准备一下。有人在翻哈，那个冬梅姐。好。迪姆希纳发言，迪姆希纳四格，迪姆希纳四格错了，迪姆希纳四格错了，有一个是尼泊尔丝路之友的分会场，是掉线了是吗？掉线了，给我发个微信。丝路之友的分会场。行，我们继续走。下面是罗德维杰克的分会场，罗德维杰克的四平抓取。罗德维杰克没问题，这是罗德维杰克吧？但是刚刚我们切回迪姆希纳的抓取，迪姆希纳的丝路之友俱乐部的分会场抓取。然后现场的媒体朋友们，我们那个提醒一下，就是各位哈，就是我们现在有几个分会场，它是有奥运元素的。这个奥运元素呢，我们会在四格抓取的时候会有体现。那个换一下罗德维杰克的四平抓取。请各位媒体朋友可以看到，第一个这个奥运元素是这个中国不丹友好，它是有奥运元素和那个奥运的这个口号。好，这个罗德维杰克，大家视情使用，看要不要。然后现在换到迪姆希纳的四格抓取。迪姆希纳四格抓取的时候，也会有一个奥运元素的分会场，大家可以注意。好。
Recording in progress. Your Excellency Minister Song Tao, political leaders of Southeast Asian and South Asian countries, heads of social organizations, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good afternoon. Welcome to the China, Southeast Asian and South Asian countries political parties Belt and Road Joint Consultation Conference held by the International Department. The meeting will be another important meeting within the framework of political parties joint consultation mechanism around the theme of working together to build partnership for Belt and Road cooperation and shared development. It is aimed at connecting Southeast Asia with South Asia, build more platforms for political party consultation, build consensus of political parties and people of various sectors, gather the strengths of political parties, and contribute to regional economic growth with high-quality Belt and Road development. First of all, let's watch a short video to review the fruitful outcomes of Belt and Road political parties' joint consultation mechanisms between China and Southeast Asian and South Asian countries.
In 2013, President Xi Jinping proposed the Belt and Road Initiative.
我在哈萨克斯坦和印度尼西亚提出“一带一路”倡议。
Response from the international community has become the largest platform for international cooperation. Similar political parties are separated from the responsibility to serve the development of BRI through building mechanisms. We have transcended differences, together for equal fluid consultation to forge political consensus in support of BRI cooperation.
中国同斯里兰卡、菲律宾、尼泊尔等多政党之间的“一带一路”政党互相机制相继成立。责任就是要引导行动。 要带领国民和指引国家 and that would
We have discussed new cooperation prospects on the health and digital Silk Road to explore new approaches for epidemic response and economic recovery.
Digital Silk Road serves a strong platform for the of a regional digital economy. Example of BRI cooperation.
We have shared anti-epidemic experience, offered material assistance, contributed to poverty alleviation, and worked to promote people's livelihood. Materialism and open development, opposed words and deeds that undermine regional unity and cooperation, and served to promote shared development, peace, and stability in the region.
Three hundred and 51 political parties from 140 countries issued a joint statement.
Today, we meet again on the cloud to contribute wisdom and strengths for BRI cooperation. Together, we will build the future.
我们愿同国际社会加强高质量构建“一带一路”合作，共同为促进全球互联互通做增量，让更多国家、更多民众共享发展成果。
Now, I'd like to invite Minister Song Tao to deliver a keynote speech. Your Excellency, Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa, leader of the SLPP and Prime Minister of Sri Lanka. Your Excellency, Mr. Timelsina, Chairperson of the National Assembly of Nepal. Your Excellency, Mr. Lord Wijik, Secretary General of the Golkar Party and Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives of Indonesia. Your Excellency, Mr. Wei Jiaxiang, President of the MCA and Minister of Transportation for Malaysia. Your Excellency, Mr. Mujahid, Chairman of the Senate Defense Committee and Pakistan-China Institute. Leaders of political parties and social organizations of Southeast Asian and South Asian countries. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, good afternoon. Welcome to the China, Southeast Asian, and South Asian countries political parties Belt and Road Joint Consultation Conference. It is highly relevant that we, political leaders and people of goodwill, are having this cloud gathering at the turn of the year to review the developments of the political party consultation mechanisms and plan for future development. I am convinced that it will inject new impetus into party-to-party interactions and high-quality Belt and Road cooperation, as well as regional economic recovery. This year marks the 9th anniversary of the BRI. At the 3rd Symposium on Belt and Road Development not long ago, General Secretary Xi delivered an important speech in which he commended the fruitful outcomes of Belt and Road cooperation and raised clear requirements for high-quality development of the BRI. Over the past 9 years, in the principle of joint consultation, joint contribution, and shared benefits, we have taken hard connectivity of infrastructure as a major focus, underpinned by soft connectivity of rules and standards with the foundation of people-to-people connectivity. The BRI has become a reality from a blueprint, creating an even larger circle of friends, which has blazed new paths in shared development and win-win cooperation. Southeast Asia and South Asia are key regions for Belt and Road cooperation. China's cooperation with relevant countries is leading the world. Faced with the pandemic and the evolving international landscape, we have worked in earnest to act upon the important consensus between General Secretary Xi Jinping and leaders of regional countries. Guided by building closer BRI partnerships, we have promoted steady progress in practical cooperation. Major projects such as the China-Laos Railway, the Jakarta-Bandung High-Speed Railway, CPAC, and others have proceeded according to schedule, which has played a real role in promoting jobs and improving people's lives. The Silk Road for Health has safeguarded the safety and health of people in the region by stepping up solidarity against COVID-19. The Digital Silk Road and the Green Silk Road have provided new driving force for economic recovery. Belt and Road cooperation has developed despite setbacks, injecting new impetus for maintaining robust growth and economic resilience of the region. It has been proven that the BRI has become a path of hope that passes confidence, a path of development that promotes shared prosperity, a path of health that safeguards people's safety, and a path of green development that responds to climate change. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, political parties show their important responsibilities for promoting cooperation among countries and seeking happiness for the people. Since the initiation of the BRI by General Secretary Xi, the CPC has been strengthening exchanges and cooperation with political parties in various countries centering on the BRI. Since 2019, we have established political party joint consultation mechanism with Pakistan, Sri Lanka, the Philippines, Thailand, Indonesia, and Nepal. Recently, we held the Belt and Road Political Parties Forum, Regional Cooperation Expert Seminar, among others, which have been real work on the ground for promoting people-to-people connectivity and practical cooperation. COVID-19 is still raging around the world. Changes unseen in a century have accelerated. Economic recovery is at a key juncture. Global challenges such as climate change have far-reaching impacts. Great challenges and changes call for great actions. The CPC is ready to work with political parties in the region to continue to shoulder our responsibility, build closer partnerships, so as to make the best use of the BRI, our shared cause, and inject greater vitality into regional development and cooperation. First, we should uphold goodwill consultation and guide the direction of cooperation. We should give full play to the role of political parties in providing political guidance and strategic communication. We should grasp the right direction of shared development and offset the uncertainty of the pandemic with the certainty of Belt and Road cooperation to promote steady economic recovery and build a community with a shared future for mankind. We welcome more political parties in the region to the consultation mechanisms so as to dovetail the BRI with development strategies of our respective countries and of the region, promote exchanges between governments, sister provinces, and social organizations, and contribute new ideas to project risk control and other issues. As pointed out by General Secretary Xi Jinping at the recent World Economic Forum 2022, we should promote high-quality Belt and Road cooperation so that the BRI will press ahead with high standards, sustainability, and benefits for the people. Second, we should deepen practical cooperation to consolidate the foundation of development. We should bring into full play the guiding and catalyzing role of political communication, make the best use of joint consultation mechanisms and platforms of Political Party Plus, build bridges for practical cooperation within the BRI, accelerate infrastructure connectivity, expand cooperation in emerging areas such as health, green development, the digital economy, and innovation. We should lead the efforts to translate political consensus into concrete actions and concepts into real results, so as to make a new contribution to the stability of the industrial chain and supply chain in the region and bring inclusive and sustainable development. China is making steady efforts to build a new development paradigm. The RCEP has taken into effect. We are ready to work with political parties in the region to utilize these dividends so that the domestic circulation and the international circulation will reinforce each other with even closer partnerships for BRI cooperation and greater scope for economic cooperation. Third, we should put people first and improve people's well-being. Meeting people's aspirations for a better life is the original mission of the BRI. We shall join hands, uphold the people-centered development philosophy, focus on job creation, improving people's lives, and the eradication of poverty. We shall work harder to deliver more livelihood projects, conduct cooperation on poverty alleviation, culture, and educational cooperation, among others, within the BRI framework. Through the BRI, we will help reduce poverty, increase people's understanding, deliver more tangible results to the people, and win more support for the BRI. China will continue to implement the Belt and Road Partnership on COVID-19 vaccines cooperation so that vaccines become real public goods and that countries will prevail over the pandemic at an early date. Fourth, we should champion multilateralism and promote solidarity and cooperation. The BRI is a common cause for all partner countries. It's not aimed at building exclusive PRs with high walls. Instead, it is open to different systems and civilizations without ideological bias. It attempts to cut off the exchanges of countries and industrial and supply chains, to form small cliques, to instigate ideological confrontation, and to politicize economic issues will only end up creating more obstacles in the way of shared development. We welcome cooperation initiatives that are beneficial for greater connectivity and shared development. We are ready to work with political parties in the region to uphold open regionalism, champion real multilateralism, advocate the common values of humanity, and seek win-win cooperation while respecting each other's differences. General Secretary Xi Jinping has put forward the Global Development Initiative, or the GDI, which aims at dovetailing the UN 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, promote common development of the world, and reinforce the BRI. We are ready to work with political parties in the region to jointly promote the GDI and gather greater strength for shared development. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, the year 2021 has been a year of extraordinary significance. The CPC celebrated its centenary. China realized the goal of building a moderately prosperous society as scheduled and has started a new journey for building a modern socialist country in all respects. The sixth plenary session of the 19th CPC Central Committee adopted the party's third resolution on historical issues, which reviewed the major achievements and historical experience of the party over the past century. One important piece of experience is to have a global vision to seek progress for mankind. Year 2022 is a crucial year for China to march toward the second centenary goal. In the latter half of this year, the CPC is going to hold its 20th National Congress. It will lead the Chinese people in creating an even better future and benefit the region and the world with its own development. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, the year of the tiger is fast approaching. The Beijing Olympic Winter Games is also going to open in 10 days. Beijing, the double Olympic city, will present a streamlined, safe, and splendid games to the whole world and pass the message of solidarity, confidence, and strength to the world. I wish athletes of Southeast Asian and South Asian countries the very best results. We must add wings to the tiger and act with the courage and strength of the tiger to make even greater contribution to high-quality Belt and Road cooperation and for building a community with a shared future for mankind. Let's lock our arms and work together for a shared future. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Song Tao. Next speaker is Honorable Mahinda Rajapaksa, leader of SLPP and Prime Minister Sri Lanka.
Political parties, distinguished guests, I won. It is a great pleasure and privilege for me to address China Southeast Asian and South Asian countries political parties Belt and Road Consultation Conference. I consider it a great honor to have been invited by the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China to deliver the keynote speech at this important gathering. On behalf of the Sri Lanka, Udijana Peramuna, as its leader, I take this opportunity to extend our warmest wishes and sincere greetings to His Excellency the President Xi Jinping and the Communist Party of China on reaching the historic milestone of 100 years of its founding. Over the last 100 years, the CPC has led China into a modern, economically strong and prosperous nation in the 21st century. I am pleased to inform that last year, the commemorative coin was issued by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka to mark the 100th anniversary of the founding of the CPC and the 65th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Sri Lanka and China this year. In this context, I am happy to recall the highly successful visit of State Councillor and Minister of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Wang Yi, to Sri Lanka earlier this month to jointly launch the celebration of the 70th anniversary of the signing of the historic Rubber-Ice Pact and the 65th anniversary of diplomatic relations between our two countries. I would also like to take this opportunity to offer our congratulations to the President, the government, and the friendly people of China for successfully eliminating absolute poverty from the nation. 10 years ahead of schedule, the Sri Lanka Udijana Peramuna maintains friendly links with the CPC, and these bilateral engagement have been very useful, not only in strengthening ties between our two parties, but in consolidating the vibrant relations covering many of the areas of mutual benefit. Therefore, I consider this conference a timely initiative. Your Excellencies, distinguished participants, the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has caused severe disruption to people's livelihood across the world. It has also affected the global economy and financial markets. Several countries worldwide are facing an increase in COVID-19 cases despite all control and containment measures. Needless to say, it is the low-income groups in developing countries who have been more adversely affected by the pandemic. Sri Lanka strongly believes that successful vaccination drive is the only solution to contain this pandemic. In this context, Sri Lanka extends deep gratitude to China for the continuous supply of vaccines and other material support to fight the pandemic. China has yet again demonstrated its solidarity with the people of Sri Lanka by supplying over 70% of the vaccines. Excellencies, distinguished participants, China is the biggest source of foreign direct investment in Sri Lanka. China investment in infrastructure, tourism, agriculture, and manufacturing sectors have immensely contributed to the economic development of Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's strength lies in the strategic location in the Indian Ocean, connecting the east and west on the maritime route. China has become a significant economic partner with its Belt and Road Initiative. I am delighted to recall that Sri Lanka was among the first countries to welcome and embrace this initiative. In this context, I warmly recall the historic state visit by the President of China to Sri Lanka in September 2014, when I was the President, to participate in the groundbreaking ceremony to commence the Colombo Port City project. Several infrastructure projects under the BRI have contributed positively to Sri Lanka's economy. The development of Colombo Port City is expected to significantly transform Sri Lanka's economy and generate considerable new businesses and employment opportunities for Sri Lanka, focused on Colombo as a financial hub of South Asia. The Colombo International Container Terminals, another major Chinese investment, has allowed the Colombo port to grow at a rapid pace. Also, the industrial zone near Hambantota port provide ample profitable business opportunities to investors around the globe. In addition to those, China has completed many other infrastructure projects in Sri Lanka throughout the years. In this context, Sri Lanka wishes to invite all countries to encourage its investors to take advantage of these emerging opportunities in Sri Lanka and be part of what will become a key service and production hub for this region in the future. As Sri Lanka and China are important partners in the Belt and Road Initiative, political parties of both countries need to strengthen the exchange of experiences and advance integration between both countries, development strategies, and infrastructure connectivity. It is my firm belief that the expansion of the BRI between Sri Lanka and China, as well as other participating countries of Southeast Asia and South Asia,
at this conference today will bring a new era of close cooperation. Sri Lanka looks forward to working with China and its partners in achieving progress and prosperity for all our peoples. While thanking the CPC once again for inviting me to address this important conference, I wish the participants a successful outcome of the deliberations today. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Next speaker is His Excellency Ganesh Timosina, Chairperson, National Assembly of Nepal. Good afternoon. Friends from the International Department of the CPC Central Committee, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. At the outset, I'd like to thank the International Department of the CPC Central Committee for hosting today's joint consultation conference. I wish to take the opportunity to wish the Beijing Winter Olympic Games a great success. I wish athletes good luck in the Winter Olympics. The Belt and Road Initiative is a strategic initiative of global significance aimed at strengthening the connectivity of Asia, Africa, and Europe by building Silk Road Economic Belt, and Asia, Africa, and Europe by building the Silk Road Economic Belt in the 21st century Maritime Silk Road. For greater regional integration and economic and trade growth. Since its inception 9 years ago, the Belt and Road Initiative has been warmly received by countries around the world. In recent years, especially after the outbreak of COVID-19, China's economic reforms have steadily advanced. The BRI cooperation is at the international and regional level has delivered more results. CPC has always attached great significance to strengthening cooperation with political parties in the Belt and Road cooperation. The realization of the BRI cannot be achieved without the joint efforts of all countries. The development of economic transportation corridors under the BRI framework will strengthen the trade, cooperation, foreign investment, the improvement of people's livelihoods in the partner countries. Additionally, it will enhance transparency and rationality of the system to promote sustainable development. In 2017, Nepal and China signed a BRI memorandum. Due to the ups and downs of COVID-19, the development of the projects have been delayed. I believe that with strengthened consultation and cooperation, we will cope with the difficulties and overcome the challenges together. Southeast Asia and South Asian countries are geographically close, and we have close economic, social, cultural, and religious ties, and we are faced with the same challenges of the times. With closer economic bonds and people-to-people exchanges, no country or region could overcome the pandemic alone. To promote the economic recovery and sustainable development post-COVID-19, we need to strengthen dialogues and exchanges across regions in different areas. Leaders of political parties should play a constructive role as the formulators of policies. As we live in the global village, we jointly shoulder the responsibility of promoting economic recovery, development of infrastructure, and steady growth. I'd like to thank Chairman Xi Jinping and the Chinese people for providing generous support to Nepal in the combat against the COVID-19. It is important that political parties strengthen dialogues for sub-regional, regional, and international cooperation. After hosting the 2008 Summer Olympic Games, Beijing will host the Winter Olympic Games. The opening ceremony will be on the 4th February 2022. After 14 years, the Olympic flame will be lit again at the National Stadium in Beijing. It is so exciting. The ancient and great city of Beijing will be the first city in the world to have held both the Summer and the Winter Olympics. I've listened attentively to the New Year's message of President Xi Jinping. He declared that China will dedicate itself to present the world with a splendid Olympic event. Together for the Future is not only a slogan, but also a commitment and the responsibility of China to the international community. Over the past 5 years, China has adhered to the concept of grain shared, open, clean, organizing the Olympic Games and present to the world a simple, safe, and splendid event. I support and welcome the Beijing Winter Olympics and hope that athletes from all over the world will promote the Olympic spirit and unite in friendship. It is commendable that the Winter Olympics will enhance the use of green and clean energy, creating a number of firsts in research of green energies. China has put the concept of ecological progress in real action by building Winter Olympic venues that meet the highest standards of green 3-star standards. Beijing Winter Olympics will be the first Olympic game that is truly carbon neutral. At present, we are meeting challenges from different areas. It is important that countries and people of different ethnic groups and different countries work together to build a global community with a shared future. As sports competition is an event for athletes, and sports should not be politicized. The long-awaited Beijing Olympic Games will be held soon. I wish the athletes from all countries the best of luck and the best performance at the Olympic Games, the spirit of solidarity for a shared future. As Nepal is suffering from the impact of COVID-19, it urgently needs this assistance from different countries to promote the economic recovery and improvement of people's lives. Poverty cannot be alleviated without creating new jobs. As China is experiencing unprecedented prosperity and development, having lifted 800 million people out of poverty, China is the role model for Nepal. We wish to learn from China by strengthening infrastructure development, improving infrastructure and healthcare. It is important that we promote the reforms of healthcare system through response to COVID-19 to make up for our shortages. It is important that under the Belt and Road Initiative, we enhance connectivities in policies, infrastructure, trade, finance, and people-to-people exchanges. Sports has no boundaries. I wish the Beijing Winter Olympics a full success. I'd like to thank the International Department for inviting me to this conference once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Now, I would like to give the floor to Mr. Ludwig, Secretary General of the Golkar Party and Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia.
Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yang saya muliakan pemimpin Partai Komunis Cina,
Honorable leaders of the Communist Party of China,
para pembicara, yang saya muliakan para
presidency leaders from political parties of South and Southeast Asian countries,
dan yang saya muliakan para peserta konferensi bersama. Munculnya pandemi COVID-19 memaksa setiap negara melakukan sistem
COVID-19 pandemic forced countries all over the world to change competition into solidarity.
Sebab hakikat ancaman yang kini kita hadapi sudah berbeda.
As we're facing an entirely different threat,
ancaman bagi semua negara yang sebenarnya
which means the real threat to a country are not other countries, but something beyond a country.
Seperti masalah perubahan iklim.
These threats include climate change, environmental damage, energy crisis,
masalah pandemik yang kita hadapi,
and the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic.
Masalah di atas mengancam kehidupan
all of these problems
tanpa terkecuali.
Threaten the lives,
dan solusinya
the survival of a country
sendiri-sendiri oleh setiap negara terdampak.
They cannot be solved by individual countries. Without multilateral cooperation and solidarity, it's hard for us to overcome these global challenges.
Terkait dengan hal itu, izinkan saya dalam kesempatan ini
with regard to this matter, please allow me to take this opportunity to reiterate President Joko's message in his speech at the 76th UN General Assembly in September 2021.
Di mana beliau menyerukan agar
call for all nations to continue to strengthen cooperation, convince the world that we can deal with the pandemic quickly, fairly, and evenly.
Sebab no one is safe until everyone is.
Because no one is safe until everyone is safe. Therefore, all nations should focus on reconstructing health system, increasing the health resilience, and ensuring that everyone has equal access to safe and affordable vaccines.
Dari sisi ekonomi, reaktivasi kegiatan
from the economic view,
harus mulai dilakukan.
We need to gradually recover economic activities,
kelemahan global supply chain,
address the current drawbacks in the global supply chain.
Ekonomi harus memprioritaskan kesehatan warga dunia.
We also give priority to the health of all citizens in the world.
Semua itu dapat dicapai jika semua bekerja sama.
Health productive world must be our priority. If we can work in concerted efforts, this can be realized. In this connection, we truly appreciate China's initiative to build the Belt and Road Initiative and the interconnectivity partnership around the world. We hope that this initiative can become the bond linking all countries together through a fair and equal mechanism. We wish to realize a free exchange of ideas and goods and build a platform for different ideas and civilizations to make a better future. Ladies and gentlemen, it's known to all that political parties
dalam skema kehidupan berbangsa dan bernegara dimanapun
combine people's aspiration and the country's policies.
Dengan kebijakan strategis ke negara.
This is one of the important tools for a country to party to govern the country. In the post-COVID era, political parties have an important role in promoting economic recovery, development, and ensuring human security from all forms of threats. To this end, countries should strengthen multilateral cooperation and seek world peace and prosperity on the basis of people-to-people exchanges. At this point, the role of political parties become crucial. This is the reason why I truly welcome this event
kedepannya
Through this meeting,
tata kelola
we hope
politik
that in the future,
dan
all
keamanan
governance
global
and global
harus
political,
mulai
economic,
meningkatkan
and
perhatian
security
pada
activities
perdamaian dan
should start to
kerjasama,
focus on peace and
keterbukaan,
collaboration,
dan
openness
inklusivitas,
and
saling
inclusiveness,
belajar,
mutual learning,
dan
and
saling
mutual benefit.
Terakhir, pada kesempatan yang baik
Finally,
ini, izinkan
on this
saya
auspicious
menyampaikan
occasion,
selamat dan
please allow me
sukses
to wish
atas penyelenggaraan Kongres Nasional Partai Komunis Cina
you well and
ke-20
congratulations on the organization of the 20th
2022
National
ini.
Congress of the
Dan
CPC in
juga selamat
2022.
kepada negara Tiongkok yang
I also like to congratulate
atas penyelenggaraan
China for hosting
dingin yang akan diselenggarakan
Winter Olympic Games in Beijing in February.
Februari mendatang. Semoga kedua acara tersebut berlangsung sukses
I wish
di tahun ini.
you great success with both events this year, and I wish that the CPC
dan senantiasa menjunjung tinggi
will uphold the spirit of friendship in its international relations and embrace a brighter future.
Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Over the past months, under the framework of political parties consultation mechanism, we have held the political parties forum and regional experts symposium. We have invited political parties, friendly organizations, media, think tanks, and representatives of all circles to put forward suggestions on high-quality Belt and Road cooperation, serving sound preparation for the successful convening of today's conference. Now I'd like to invite two representatives to present the outcomes. Now I'd like to give the floor to Mr. Dr. Wei Xiaxiang, MCA President and the Transport Minister, to present.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, good afternoon.
First and foremost, I wish everyone present a prosperous and a happy new year. I'm honored to be here today with everyone. South Asian countries, political parties, Belt and Road Joint Consultation Conference. I'm delighted indeed to be accorded the opportunity to share some thoughts as a representative. We entered this new year while still under the dark cloud of the COVID-19 pandemic, but we can take heart that the situation has gradually improved, allowing people to begin returning to their normal lives. At the China, Southeast Asian and South Asian countries political parties Belt and Road Forum convened not too long ago, regional political parties shared the same feeling that the greatest challenge now is to safely live alongside the presence of this virus, revive the economy, join hands to combat the pandemic, and protect the people's livelihood at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, in the past 2 years, while the pandemic has posed a major threat to public health, we all believe that the Belt and Road Initiative has brought about the confidence and impetus to enhance anti-epidemic cooperation and better achieve economic recovery. We believe that this initiative will bring nations closer together to develop our post-pandemic recoveries, especially in two important fields: building a Silk Road of healthcare and promoting economic revival. Firstly, for the Silk Road of healthcare, we believe that countries including Malaysia and China have good prospects in working together to develop COVID-19 vaccines. Malaysia is in the process of developing our own vaccine, and as we all know, China has an exceptional track record in vaccine research, with many certified COVID-19 vaccines exported to countries worldwide, including Sinovac, Sinopharm, CanSino, among others. These have also been approved and are being used in Malaysia. Without a doubt, China's vaccine development is ahead of many other countries. Therefore, we hope that this will open up more opportunities to collaborate together to not only practice citizens of Malaysia and China, but other countries as well. Besides that, we also hope that health experts from various countries, including Malaysia and China, will work closer together and share their experiences, especially on public health management, pandemic prevention and control, and treatment of COVID-19. This will really benefit both countries in this area. On the economy, every country's biggest challenge now is to designing ways to launch the virus and sustainably, simultaneously protecting the people's safety and stimulating the economic market's revival. We all believe that we should continue to strengthen connectivity, work together to enhance the resilience of supply chains, and jointly promote the greater open and inclusive development of this region. We should also tap the potential of digital Silk Road. The Belt and Road Initiative encourages nations to cooperate, creating a regional and even international digital platform to facilitate online trading and digital marketing. Online markets have grown exponentially in the past 2 years, and with the current pandemic around, cashless and paperless transactions can be done effortlessly without risk of infection. Next is the resuming tourism activities. Prior to the outbreak, Malaysia and China had great ties in the tourism sector, which got interrupted because of the COVID-19 pandemic. What's worth mentioning here is many countries, including Malaysia, have initiated concepts like tourism bubble to gradually reopen domestic tourism, which will also be implemented in phases for overseas travel. Many countries in the region are also making efforts in this regard. We hope that relevant negotiations and arrangements can be done smoothly. Ladies and gentlemen, we highly appreciate the Communist Party of China for initiating political parties' Belt and Road consultation. We believe that this will help political parties better participate in the BRI. With extensive exchanges and also consultation, we will better promote hard, soft, and people-to-people connectivity among all partner countries. We look forward to a brighter future as we connect through the Belt and Road Initiative, collaborating together and looking out for each other, and carrying out more diverse and productive activities under the political parties' Belt and Road joint consultation mechanism so that we can have a successful exit strategy in the post-pandemic era. I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere congratulations to China for hosting the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. I hope that under the guidance of the Olympic spirit, all countries in the world can achieve the goal of faster, higher, stronger together in terms of epidemic response, economic recovery, and human development. On behalf of my party, MCA, I would also like to wish a successful convening of the 20th National Congress of the Communist Party of China. Next, please watch a short video clip to hear the views and suggestions of political parties in regional countries on Belt and Road Cooperation. Thank you. 春节快乐，虎虎生威。
The initiatives is built upon mutual respect and understanding between the two countries on how infrastructure development and connectivity will largely contribute to the economy. As the pandemic posed unprecedented challenges, Indonesia and China's cooperation under the initiatives provide significant confidence to both economic recovery processes and the continuation of several
साझा भविष्य समान स्वास्थ्यको पारामा साझा फाइदाको लागि सरकारले भन्ने बिहारेको मर्मसँग अल्पसंख्यक देशदेखि विकसित देशहरू समेत चीनसँग विकास र आर्थिक समृद्धिमा साझा गर्न थालेका छन्.
Will contribute not just to Pakistan's traditional economy, but will greatly facilitate and improve its digital economy by optimizing existing and future coordination in the supply chain for e-commerce within Pakistan.
在建成后，将显著打通马来西亚半岛东西两岸的接轨，实现人流和物流的畅通性往来，带来巨大的经济和社会效益。
Ultimately, the 21st century migrant and as an organized country in the country, I believe that BRI project could get opportunities and reduce poverty.
Standing on a new starting point since pandemic hit us, the Belt and Road Initiative became a road of recovery, opportunity and development for both of our people.
The BRI cooperation has shown strong resilience and vitality under COVID-19. Countries who are not part of BRI, even they cannot deny its importance, but unfortunately, some countries put politics before the welfare of people.
Protectionist measures and geopolitical complexities are prompting businesses to restructure their chains. Under one Belt and Road cooperation, we need to work together to enhance supply chain resilience to ensure the continuous movement of goods.
The BRI has never been a geopolitical strategy. It will not only enhance trade and international connectivity, but most importantly, liberate countries like Nepal from being a landlocked, deprived country.
It is also worth mentioning that the development projects done by Chinese investors were continued, and they continued despite the pandemic, which helped the smooth functioning of our economy. We are extremely hopeful that the Port City project will bring the expected great impact on the economic development of Sri Lanka.
It is necessary to develop a regional connectivity framework to facilitate such a process. Functional trade corridor, regional value chains and free trade zones will highly facilitate regional trade integration in South Asia.
The RCP is a great opportunity for China and other developing countries to benefit from this new cooperation, the first of many milestones that are coming in the future, and having such impressive and robust collaboration will send the message to the world that our region will prosper independently and strongly together. Only government effort cannot be effective without the involvement of political parties and civil develop coalition mechanism of like-minded parties supporting BRI philosophy from South Asia and South.
I look forward to reforming and consolidating this commitment through political cooperating relations with parliament, political parties, and formal policy.
We will consultate this program. Experiences so that our people can be made aware of the development and modernization methods. Given that we are Asian region share common values, history, and cultures among others.
Time has come to further strengthen our bilateral relationship between Communist Party of China and Sri Lanka Bodhijana Peramuna, and to share our experience and expertise, which will further strengthen the bond between two parties.
As the Chinese saying goes, the steepest inflow of rivers make the ocean deepen. From the land of rivers of Bangladesh, I would like to express an intention of securing an eternal inflow of rivers to the sea called Belt and Road Initiative.
Thank you, Your Excellency, and wonderful speeches by political party leaders. Now, I would like to give the floor to Mr. Mushahid, Chairman of the Senate Defense Committee and leader of the PMLN, to introduce the seminar on BRI Regional Cooperation.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, launched in 2019 in Pakistan by Pakistan-China Institute. The Friends of Silk Road Initiative has been launched by 5 other countries, including Thailand, Malaysia, Nepal, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. Over the past years, FOSR clubs arrange diverse events to provide a platform for deepening people's understanding of BRI and its progress. FOSR clubs have also played a pivotal role in countering disinformation, rejecting unilateralism and Cold War mindset, and calling for the common values of humanity, featuring peace, development, equity, justice, democracy, and freedom. On December 28, 2021, FOSR clubs and regional civil societies and think tanks held a special conference themed on Belt and Road Cooperation, promoting people-to-people bond. At the conference, we all agreed that civil societies, think tanks, and NGOs will and can play a greater role in promoting high-quality BRI cooperation. In the future, let's double our efforts to create a community with a shared future for mankind.
Mr. Mushahid, the floor is yours.
Excellency Song Tao, good afternoon. Greetings from Pakistan. Ni hao to our friends, and assalamu alaikum. It's a great pleasure for us to be attending this very important conference of Southeast Asian and South Asian political parties on the Belt and Road Initiative. The Belt and Road Initiative launched by President Xi Jinping is already a success story. And as President Xi Jinping said last week at a symposium in Beijing, that China's circle of friends has expanded under BRI. 145 countries and 32 international organizations. And we in Pakistan are very proud that the flagship of the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, is the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, which has changed Pakistan's landscape economically, also strategically, logistically, and the lives of our people. In this regard, we launched 3 years ago the Friends of Silk Road, which is also a success story as an eminent people's platform to bring together political parties, civil societies, parliamentarians, think tanks. And on 28th of December, as you saw in the video, there was a conference of 8 different Asian countries, Southeast Asia and South Asia. And we agreed on 3 important points as an outcome. Number 1, we will support President Xi Jinping's Global Development Initiative, GDI, which reinforces and supplements the UN Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and which also is reinforcing and supplementing the Belt and Road Initiative because it is based on people-centered development. The second outcome, which is very strategic, is that we will share our success stories, our experiences among the Asian Friends of Silk Road clubs that we have organized, and we will discuss our experiences and especially coordinate with the local communities who are beneficiaries of the Belt and Road Initiative in different countries of Southeast Asia and South Asia. And the third important aspect of the conference that we organized of the Friends of Silk Road on 28th of December was that we will take effective measures to combat fake news and disinformation, because that is emanating from different quarters, and we must ensure that facts triumph over fiction, because the facts speak for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate China on hosting the Winter Olympics. I was just reading the New York Times of 22nd January, in which they said that President Xi Jinping, when China applied for hosting the Olympics in 2015 to the International Olympic Committee, President Xi Jinping had made a commitment. He said, "We will deliver on every promise that we have made." And the New York Times has said on 22nd January issue, just 2 days ago, that with the games, Olympic Games only days away, China has delivered. I think this is amazing. So we reject any efforts to politicize the games because politics and sports don't mix. And this is an occasion of camaraderie. This is an occasion of cooperation. And this is the occasion when all of us will celebrate this event together for a shared future. As you can see from this banner I'm holding. And in this regard, we also compliment the Communist Party of China for holding a very important 6th plenum of the 19th Central Committee in November 2021, which coincided with 100 years of the celebration of the centenary of the CPC, as well as the elimination of absolute poverty. And I think this is a remarkable transformation that we have seen in China. And in this regard, we feel that the next centenary goals will also be met by the Communist Party of China, with the Chinese people building a better future based on peace, progress, and prosperity. Ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to use this occasion to thank China for its support to different Asian countries, including Pakistan, on the pandemic. China's support, which President Xi Jinping had mentioned in May 2019 to the Global Health Assembly, that whenever a vaccine is developed, China would share it as a global public good. And China has kept its word. Sinopharm, I've got Sinopharm here, doses. Sinovac, CanSino, China has saved millions and millions of lives and helped millions and millions of people recover. Thank you so much. And I wish a very happy new year to our Chinese friends. This year is the year of the tiger. And what does the tiger represent? Strength, speed, resilience. And these are the traits which will take the Belt and Road Initiative forward. With strength, with speed, and resilience. We can already speak Pakistan to the China-Pakistan economic corridor. Thank you very much, and wishing the China Beijing Winter Olympics a great success. I attended the 2008 Summer Olympics, and now Beijing is a double Olympic city. And that was a very big success 14 years ago, and there is no doubt that the coming Olympics will be an outstanding success. The Winter Olympics and the Paralympics. Thank you very much, and stay safe. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mushahid, FOSR clubs and other friendly organizations. Thank you for your good suggestions. What you have done has fully demonstrated the outcomes of Belt and Road JCM mechanism. Before the meeting, we have solicited the ideas and suggestions and reached broad consensus. On that basis, this conference will adopt the joint statement of proposals of the CPC and political parties of Southeast Asian and South Asian countries on working together to build partnership for BRI cooperation and shared development. Now let's give a round of warm applause to the adoption of the joint statement. Once again, I wish to sincerely extend my appreciation to your splendid speeches and express gratitude to the old and new friends of IDCPC for joining us in today's conference. We will maintain close communication with political parties and organizations for all countries and jointly deliver the consensus and outcomes of the political party joint consultation conference, so as to make new contributions to promoting high-quality BRI cooperation and boosting regional development in the new year. Wish you and your family a happy new year and a happy life. Thank you.